mate. That is what the moaning industry is, a fucking choke! So I'm actually pretty fucking annoyed today because I've had to pay a £100 fine for basically driving my car without an MOT and no tax, I think it was. It was just one of those things where I didn't have any lights in my car, I was just driving around, and it was going to happen. Like, I knew it was going to happen, but I just couldn't be asked to just go and get it fixed. It's not like it would have been expensive to get fixed, it would have been much less than the £100 I've had to pay, but it was just one of those ones where, like, it's just effort, do you know what I mean? It's just effort, you just don't want to. It was just, it would have just been long to go and get my car done, so I was just like, nah, it'll be alright, it'll be alright. Kept blagging it, and yeah, basically the police saw me one night when it was dark. Obviously I didn't have any lights, and that was it. Fucking pulled over. So they pull me over and they say, you know, you're driving without this and this, and we'll have to run your numbers and run your checks and run everything. I was just like, fuck, this is brilliant, isn't it? Like, this is just what I need. I got a letter in the post saying, basically, if you pay £100, then there'll be no further actions taken against you. Basically, because it's quite a serious offence. Obviously, you have to have MOT when you're driving. You have to have tax when you're driving. Like, it's just something that you have to have, you know. And so, actually, getting away with just £100 isn't actually too bad for what I've actually done. So I'm not too bothered about it. The only problem I have is that it's just a really awkward time of the year. Obviously, just after Christmas, had my girlfriend's birthday, I've had Valentine's Day. Not that I spent anything for that. The fucking bitch, she didn't deserve anything. And yeah, so it's just an awkward time of the year to be paying £100 just for something that is just bullshit as well. I also didn't get paid from work at the end of last month. I'm going to get paid like double at the end of this month. So that's another reason why it's quite peak. Like, I'm kind of living in the overdraft right now, which is really fucking shit. But it was just one of those things, I don't know if you've ever had it. It's just one of those things where, like, you're riding it out. You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. Like, I know that you're supposed to have tax. I know that you're supposed to have MOT. It's just one of those ones where I know I'm wrong, but it's just like, I don't really care. It's like, I don't want to get it fixed. Like, there's just no need. Well, there is a need, but it's just like, I don't want to. It's so weird. It's like, it's not something you feel like you can get, like, arrested for or stopped by the police for, but you just can. It's weird. It's like a fake crime almost, is what I'm trying to say. It's like a fake crime. It's not a real crime. It's a fake crime. Oh, that would have been sick. Oh, there's a quad feed, let's go. Me and my friends weren't really ever in the trouble with the police much when we were younger, or at all really. Like, we weren't perfect, but we didn't really do anything bad enough to, you know, warrant getting the police involved. So I get a bit sketchy when the police get involved still. Who knows what they're pulling you over for? Well, I knew what they were pulling me over for. But yeah, they could be fucking doing anything, do you know what I mean? But yeah, not many really stories about the police, but with my friends, only one really springs to mind, and it's quite relevant. If you've ever been to a midnight release of Call of Duty, you'll know that it's quite exciting. You know, you're going to be one of the first in the world to play it. You're queued up for however long, however many hours. And all you want to do once you're there is get in, get the game as quick as you can, and just get home as quick as you can. Now, I think it was the Modern Warfare 3 release, so quite a few years ago now, but one of my friends, his name is Sean, he was with us at the midnight release. He was waiting, queuing up with us, getting the game, and as soon as we got our game, we all split off into our cars to get back home. And he gets home and comes on Xbox to us and says, "Oh, I got pulled over." And we're like, "What? Like, what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I got stopped by the police for speeding." And we're like, "Oh my god, like, how?" Bearing in mind, he does drive like an absolute bellend, so it is fair enough. We're just like, "Dude, like, what did you say? Like, what happened?" And he actually went to the policeman and was like, oh yeah, I've just been to midnight release of Call of Duty. Showed him the game and was just like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to get home really quick so I can play it. And yeah, like it worked. Like they didn't give him a ticket or anything, and he fucking got away with it. So I reckon always just keep a fucking Xbox game in your car, and if you get pulled over, just say you've just picked up the game, really keen to get home and play it. Probably did help that it was, you know, 1 in the morning or whatever, and there was no traffic about, but still, it could work. It could work.